Why didn't I know about Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa, and Teyana Taylor? Baby, what? Oh, you're gonna love me. That shit looks so divine. It's almost look like they was made for each other. Them motherfucking pictures look like they supposed to be in an art museum. Like, that shit looks so fucking French kid. I am here for it. I am here for it. That gotta be the reason why Lori was like, nah, I'm cool on him. Because you know Lori is not turning down no new baby. She would've ate it up real quick. Oh, I'm just here for it. They look so damn good together. Like, what?
No one saw this coming. Not even a whisper of it. Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre, hand in hand, under the flashing lights of a red carpet, smiling, confident, the world watching. Fans thought it was just another step in a public relationship. Maybe even a carefully orchestrated PR move. But then came the moment that changed everything. A moment captured by more than cameras, it cut straight to the heart. Because as they posed, tapping phones and flashing smiles, someone else was watching. Someone who thought an image like that belonged to him. Iman Shumpert saw it all. He was watching. And then, live on Instagram, he lost control. You could feel the heartbreak through your screen. This wasn't gossip. This was a breakdown, and we're here to unpack every layer, the announcement, the chaos, and that raw, viral emotional collapse. He started with a single photo. That iconic photo, Teyana walking beside Aaron, matching outfits, fingers intertwined. Like there was no tomorrow. A subtle shift, but powerful, two silhouettes against a backdrop of adoring cameras. A few minutes later, the official social post dropped, no more hiding. Dizzy, short, simple, but deafening. Almost instantly, reactions poured in. Some cheered, they looked so happy. Others gasped, already? What happened to Iman? The caption followed, it's real. It's us. Then the floodgates opened. Comments rolled in, confetti of punctuation, hearts, angry faces, raised eyebrows. Even celebrities joined in, dropping cryptic emojis, fire, broken hearts, question marks. The world didn't know exactly what to think, but everyone felt a shift. The feeling hit harder when you looked back. A week ago, Teyana posted a solo portrait with a caption that read, "Healing is messy." Iman dropped a like instantly. That simple digital acknowledgement gave fans hope. Maybe the two were finding their way back. Maybe there was a peaceful ending in sight. And then, bam. Teyana strolls the red carpet with Aaron, and suddenly that quiet healing turned into something else entirely. Was her post set up for forgiveness, even as a breakup was already in motion? Or did she just not wait for Iman's invitation to happiness? The public rollout felt calculated, bold, and personal. It sliced through the rumor mill, and the heart-piercing part? It was too public too fast. Answers weren't obvious. Hearts were shattered. Then, just minutes after the video went live, Dalton Street was red. Iman went live on Instagram, silent at first, just his face lingering on the screen. There was no music. No setup. Just the flicker of camera light on tears and trapped breath. Thousands joined within seconds. The world waited. Then finally, he spoke. His voice trembled. "So this is what it is now," he asked, barely holding himself together. He sat there, defeated. You could see it in his eyes. Then came the blow. "I gave everything to that woman. And this is what I get?" That lightning in his tone wasn't just words. It was grief speaking publicly, unabashed. Then came the metaphorical slap. He threw his phone across the room. You could hear it crash. But the feed? It stayed on. There were no cuts. No replies. Just silence and that flicker of pain. "Bro is spiraling," someone typed, hundreds echoed. "Check on him," another said. It was heartbreaking, devastating, raw human emotion on full display. Overnight, the internet split. Opinions carved factions. Some labeled Teyana heartless, calling her move cold and untimely. Others praised her courage to move on, calling her blossom into a new chapter inspiring. "She deserves happiness," one post read. Others fired back, not at the cost of destroying someone else. Hashtags trended, hashtag justice for Iman, hashtag let Teyana live. On TikTok, creators pieced the timeline, movie-style breakdowns of each post, each comment, each screenshot. Twitter detectives went through every detail, from subtle emojis to double-tap likes. Conversations erupted about consent, loyalty, heartbreak, and entitled public personas. Was this just another celebrity drama? Or something more tragic? The lines were blurred, then Aaron raised the stakes. He posted a close-up shot, kissing Teyana's hand, caption, "No regrets." That one post didn't just land, it detonated. Feelers went off. Comments like, "You knew exactly what you were doing," flooded in. Clout queen, opportunist, fake love, the labels stamped across the screen. But others came to his defense, he's a gentleman. He committed. Word spread about inside whispers, people claimed Aaron had been cautioned not to go public yet. But he went forward anyway. That boldness? It didn't sit well with everyone. Some Teyana fans saw the narrative twisting. Was she being used? Was this all part of someone else's agenda? The interaction felt like chess between desperate players. Behind the scenes, things were unraveling far more intensely than anyone could have imagined. What looked like another celebrity disagreement on the surface was actually something deeper, messier, and heartbreakingly real. Tensions had been simmering beneath the glitter and curated social media posts. It wasn't just about a breakup or a bad argument anymore, it had become a web of personal grievances, family interference, legal ambiguity, and emotional fallout. Teyana's cousin publicly came to her defense, clearly fed up with the speculation and judgment. He posted something along the lines of, "She's been through hell. Let her breathe." It wasn't subtle. It didn't pretend to be neutral. It was a line drawn in the sand, one that forced others to choose a side. And it didn't take long for Iman's family to respond. His sister clapped back online, saying, "Then don't drag everyone through it." That one statement, sharp and unapologetic, was enough to reignite tension that may have been brewing long before the public ever caught a glimpse. Suddenly, the issue wasn't just between Teyana and Iman anymore. Their families were getting pulled in. Old wounds were being reopened. Screenshots began to surface as messages in family group chats, cryptic Instagram stories, whispers of awkward family dinners, and long-held resentment. There were even unconfirmed claims that Iman's mother had texted Teyana directly, saying something like, "Remember who helped raise your babies?" That line hit differently. It didn't just feel petty, it felt personal, emotional, raw. It spoke to a history, to an intimacy that had gone sour, now spilling over in digital form. Then came the legal conversations. Word began to circulate that Iman was seeking advice from privacy lawyers. Sources suggested he was exploring whether live-streamed videos, secretly recorded footage, or even shared text threads might be violating boundaries of consent and privacy. In the court of public opinion, the drama was messy enough. But the moment lawyers were involved, it stopped being gossip. It became real. Could this spiral into a custody battle, not just over their child, but over narratives, reputations, and digital ownership of their lives? One legal expert commented that if the emotional temperature kept rising, what may have started as a private disagreement could easily turn into a formal legal dispute. That's the thing about emotional wounds, when they start appearing in legal documents, the damage gets official. It stops being sad and starts becoming cold, tactical, unforgiving. Meanwhile, the public couldn't look away. Screens were refreshed by the second. Clips went viral, opinions flew across platforms, and fans were split right down the middle. Some insisted the whole thing was performative, a carefully staged publicity stunt. Promo for a record, they joked, half believing it, half hoping it wasn't real. Others disagreed strongly. They pointed to the breakdowns, the silent stares, the trembling voices. "That's not acting," one fan wrote. "That's real pain." One moment in particular, when Iman threw his phone across the room during an emotional live, was replayed over and over. To some, it was proof of a man unraveling. To others, it was a manipulative display. Aaron, who somehow found himself swept into the storm as well, had his share of defenders and critics. He'll outlast the backlash, one post claimed confidently. Another one, less forgiving, responded, he won't last 6 months like this. The internet became a courtroom. Everyone was a juror. Every message was a clue, every tear a piece of evidence. But the case wasn't clear. It was confusing, disjointed, full of emotion and half-truths. And worst of all, it wasn't over. Now, all anyone could ask was, what happens next? Will Teyana publicly respond to Iman's breakdown? Will she issue a statement, post a video, offer an apology, or take a defiant stance and challenge everything he said or done? Will Iman try to recover from all this by posting something heartfelt, seeking help, or simply disappearing from the public eye for a while? Will Aaron remain in her corner, standing firm through the chaos, or will he quietly distance himself? When things get too complicated, too public, too ugly. And then there's the child. The innocent one caught in the middle of it all. How will this storm, this whirlwind of blame, guilt, accusations, and digital noise, impact the one person who didn't ask for any of it? We don't know the ending. Not yet. We're still somewhere in the middle of a real-life drama that feels too personal for strangers to witness and yet too public to ignore. Maybe there's a gender reveal coming. Maybe there's a custody hearing. Maybe there's a long, tearful joint interview that finally sheds light on everything. Or maybe there's a quiet, brutal legal battle coming, with exclusive reports, sealed documents, and emotionally charged statements read in courtrooms instead of Instagram captions. Maybe it ends with tears in a secluded home, shared through a shaky phone camera. Maybe with a reconciliation we didn't see coming. Or maybe with more silence, more distance, more pain left unexplained. What's certain is that this isn't just celebrity gossip. It's something deeper, something boiling, human, vulnerable, and terrifyingly real that no one knows for sure what the next chapter holds. But whatever it is, it won't be filtered or neatly packaged. Because when real lives fall apart under a spotlight, there's no script. Only raw emotion, unresolved questions, and the quiet hope that somehow, healing finds its way through the wreckage. This isn't just celebrity gossip. It's heartbreak broadcasted. It's vulnerability in pixel form. It's about people, families, and consequences. So tell me, where do you stand? Is Teyana claiming her freedom, or stepping over hearts? Is Aaron the silent hero, or opportunist in the spotlight? Is Iman overreacting, or performing a much-needed emotional outburst? Are you team heartbreak, team move on, or team let them be? Share your thoughts, no filter. Like if it moved something in you. Subscribe to watch this triangle unfold. Turn on notifications, because this drama is just getting started. And trust us, you'll want to see what comes next.